Hello and welcome back. In this video I will show you how I released my first app to HarmonyOS AppGallery. It is a small, simple currency conversion app, but the process of getting it out to the market was a long one. Let's go. So I have the old version on my Mate 70 and I have the new version on the Pura 80 Ultra. Alright, so if you remember or watched my last time, you might remember how the app looked. So you can see we have three menu items down here. We have stars and we have settings, English, Chinese. It's pretty simple. Some of the things here, the drag and drop, I didn't really like. I felt the tab UI at the bottom, it's not exactly how I want it. I wanted to tie this into my YouTube channel and Bilibili channel, something like this. I don't want to put ads or paid information in, but I wanted to have maybe go subscribe to my YouTube or something like this. So I did some changes. The main change I did was I changed the name. So now it's no longer called Bob's Curry, it's called Swift Rates. So you see here, this is also another bug. For example, this is dark mode in the old version, right? So if you take a look at the new version, you can see here it's called Swift Rates. There are 4 tabs now instead of 3, and I think it looks more clean. We have hearts instead of stars. Actually, might return to stars. Maybe stars a little bit better. The drag and drop here of your favorite currencies is much nicer. Regarding your favorites, in settings, I added some more stuff here, as you can see. Yes, app information, and here we have refresh. You can refresh the API. And we also have support. And this is a thing, you have YouTube, Xlink, and Buy Me Coffee. And if I change this to English, Chinese, now it will be Bilibili and I think called AFA. Yeah. So that's nice. And also, if you go to dark mode, you will see that this one is fully compatible with dark mode. So it looks much nicer. But also the biggest difference I think I made was I moved the API. So before, in the old version, the API went straight to an external API. And that was one of the reasons I didn't release it before, because I only had a certain amount of requests per month for that API that was free, otherwise I have to pay for it. But what I did now is that I created my own backend, and that backend can act like a cache. It fetches the data, and I can ask that API how many times I want. I still only get updates once a day, but I can fix that later. If the traffic goes up, I can see if it's worth to get more updates or not. Instead of having it crash because I get too many requests, now I can monitor it on the back and see how many requests I get per day, and then I can up the rate if I want to. Also, there's much easier now to bundle in other currencies or other API calls into that backend. Alright, so now when you're done with your app, you want to upload your app to the AppGallery. So you go in here, AppGallery Connect. You need to have a developer account, and so right now you can only do this in China unless you upload to Android. So you need a Chinese developer account, which means you must have a ID verification. Anyway, you go into AppGallery Connect, you select HarmonyOS. I will create a new one. So then I give my name, so I can give it my, let's just do this, my test app. And then here I have to write the package name that I had in my app. So it's this, and then if it's an app or if it's a game, then next. And then I have to select a project which I have already created. So my project is called Curry. So now I can go back to the app here, and now I get a new release, and now I can select my package name here, the one I created. And I can select default language, and I can select which devices this app work on. So it's a cell phone, pad, or PC one, and then I can confirm this. So now it takes me into settings. Here I can change the language, I can upload my icon. This is where basically I put all of the information in. So here I will upload the code, the built app package or app package, and then I will fill in about. Here you put your screenshots that goes in the App Store. Then what type you have, type of charges you have in the app, activation level charges by virtual coins. And you set up age rating. Basically you fill in a questionnaire and they will say this is the age rating you have. And then you need to provide a privacy policy. You can link to one, or you can upload one, or you can actually, they have a can have a form here which you can fill in and you will get the policy. Then if there's copyright stuff, you can upload copyright claims here. If there's product you can buy in the app, you can upload here. And then it's what type of app, so filing information, where you have your app server, etc. If it's in China, for example, you need to provide the name of the organization that maybe has the backend and so on. And then there's some audit information, because when you upload the app, they want to audit the app and say that it works as expected. So you might need to give them a test account, for example, to use. And then a contact person is for that. When you upload a version, you need to upload a version that is signed. So in order to do this signage, there are a couple of things you need to do. First, you have to go to Deveco Studio, and in Deveco Studio you have to generate a CSR key and CSR key for your project. And once you have done that, you can go to this page, and then in this page you need to generate a release certificate. And this release certificate will be the CER certificate. So here you will say it's a commissioning certificate, I think. And here you need to upload the CSR file that you generated in Deveco Studio. And once you have done that, they will create a CER file for you that you can download and that you will have when you build your application. That's what I missed the first time I did this. You also need to go into the profile here and create a file that is called P7B. And that file you also need when you sign your project. And after you have done that, you will be able to build your app package correctly and then upload it. Okay, so now I have uploaded it, as you can see. So your app has been submitted to the marketplace. It will take some time for them to look at it. In reviewing state, you can see here I uploaded to all of the markets basically. So if you have, you will be able to download it. Phone and tablet and PC 2-in-1. I have two descriptions, English and Chinese. And it's no login required, so you can test it, and some contact information. So let's hold our thumbs and let's see how this goes. Alright, so we have an answer and it's red, so that doesn't look good. Not been approved, looks like 5 things. Okay, so first app information. The app classification main tag does not match the actual function, blah blah blah. So I selected like it was financial app or something like this. They want me to change the tools. The description contains native HarmonyOS hot search. Okay, I don't think you're maybe not allowed to use HarmonyOS as a search term. So okay, this one is a bit tricky. We note that your current app submission is currency only conversion, has relatively simple functionality. This is typical China. You have to have features. I assume I have to come up with another feature. Question 2, take the following enhancement. The app does not comply with Harmony's UX design for the application to have a view and background image without icons. Something with the icon that is not correct, maybe? And then what is this? User privacy. So what this says is when you start the app, you need to tell the user the first time that to agree to the privacy documentation. Okay, that seems fair. So, okay, we have a to-do list. Fix these things. Make a new feature, fix UX, use privacy, okay, this one. So the first two does not require any development. This requires some development, but I think pretty straightforward. We have to figure out the feature, and I'm not sure what to do, but we figure it out. Okay, so let's get cracking. Right, so the first thing to do is to change this category here to not financial management but the tools. Please select at least one tag. The next one is to update the description. You see, now I can submit it again. So here we have the new one that they gave me. So it removed this native HarmonyOS. This looks fine, I guess. The still is up here. Anyway, that looks good. So let's save this. Save. Nice. And that's 2 down. Good. Could you look at this? It's in Chinese, but basically we want to have a acceptance of the privacy statement before starting the app. And that's not what I did. I want this as its separate thing. I want to be able to revoke it. If I revoke it, I go back to accept it again. If I don't accept it, close the app. I think that's reasonable. Now it seems to have understood what I'm trying to do. So annoying. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it doesn't show. Good. View, can view them both. Cancel. That shouldn't have been too hard. Okay, good. Language, change rate, Swift rate, press policy, revoke, confirm, good, fresh. Yeah. I think it works now, so let's start with closing this one and then open it. So it says I have accepted the privacy policy. Let's revoke it, confirm, then do this. I cannot do anything. I have not. So accept it. The app is clean. Start my own. This works. And now it looks here and defaults to Chinese. And I can refresh them maybe. Yeah, that worked. View. Can view both in English and in Chinese. Great. That one done. Free one down. 2 more to go. All right. So we have a new day here. I have finished the last feature, and I decided to go with the fee calculator feature. So as you can see, it's similar to this. You go in an exchange booth. So this one is a photo from Thailand, I think 10 years ago. I just Google it. And you usually have this buy and sell notes. So let's do Thai to Euro. So I can select Euro here and Thai, and then initially it defaults to 10% plus minus. But we can see here it's going to be 37.28 in the buy rate, and the sell rate is 38.73. Okay, so you can see here that if we buy 100 euro, the market says it should cost us 3,780 and 66 baht, but the booth wants us to pay 3,873 baht. So we have to pay 100 baht more, which is about 2.4%, which is not pretty good. And if we're gonna sell 100 euro, we want baht. The market says it should give us 3,780, but we will get 3,728. We get 50 baht less than we should have. So we lose about 1.4%. But I think I haven't seen this feature in another exchange app, so this should be enough, I think, to get the app approved. So 4 done, 1 to go. All right, so time to upload the icon feature. I played around with a bit. So I uploaded a new package here, Swift with default signed.app, and I created a new version 1.01. Now it's ready to upload. Yes, let's go. Let's wait. Hopefully we should be fine this time. All right, so I got feedback again. This time I have 3 on the features and 1 on other. So the first one, not enough features anymore, same as before, typical. Second one was a bug. It doesn't work that well. My drop-down doesn't work that well on the pad. I fixed that. And the third one is the same. The app icon is not correct. So this was a headache to fix, but now I finally figured out what the reason was. Very simple. And then there is, let's start with this one. They complained that my backend server is not in Chinese mainland. It was like this. In the beginning I had my app going to a third-party API. I didn't have to do anything. But since I, in my wisdom, created a VPS in Germany to cache this third-party API, now Huawei looks at this as one system. So they're not allowing me to have this API server in Germany because they think this API is part of the app server. So I had to move this one, create a new server in China, and move everything to my China VPS or EC2. So I created an EC2 on Huawei Cloud. It costs twice as much as my VPS in Germany, so I'm not super happy about that. But at least it's fine. It's by the book. And that's that. And for the bug I solved, and for the feature I will get by this, but I am saying that I am not developing for PC anymore. For some reason I had phone, tablet and PC. And I can understand that if you develop for PC you need more features. This is way too little for a PC, but for a phone and a pad I think it's okay. So basically I went here to application information and unchecked PC 2.1, and also in my code or in my manifest I took out that it supports PC 2.1. So now it only supports phone and tablet. And let's see, for the last icon issue, that my icons were not in this folder. I created this icon the right way, I think, but they were in another folder. So they should be in App Scope, Resources, Media, and here you should have your folders, icon, the foreground and background, and this kind of manifest that says background, and like that. So now it should be fine. So let's upload this. It's Thursday evening. Hope they can answer tomorrow with a positive. They're pretty fast to answer today. I uploaded yesterday afternoon, and they answered this lunch, late noon, I would say. So hopefully this goes as well. Is this not good? Okay, I will submit this. It will be fine. I just need to fix this tiny detail. I'll see you when we get this back. So we're back. It has been more than 2 months since the last chapter. A lot of things happened. So the feedback I got was still missing features, app icon is still not correct, and you need to do ICP filings. I will talk about ICP filings soon, but first let's talk about the icon. This is how you do the icon. You need to have a see-through foreground icon. You see I have the checkerboard here, so this one is lifted off the icon image. Then you need a solid color background, like this. Then you specify the icon, like here, media background, media foreground. You see here, this is the JSON and this is the background foreground. And then in your app JSON, you specify the icon as media app icon. And then also in your module, in my entry module here, I have to specify that the start window icon is the app icon. You cannot specify the PNGs themselves, you need to specify the JSON. This is how it works. It took a long time figuring this out. There was a lot of lost in translation moments here, but we figured it out in the end. In order to make them happy with features, I added a historical tab. So in the history, I can choose up to 5-year currency rates. I can zoom, I can switch. I can of course select any currency and do this with. And with that, they were happy. So during this whole process, I had communication with the Huawei team on WeChat. So I asked them, like, will this be enough? Will this be enough? And they said, oh, let's go check. And in the end, they were like, this is enough. I think the main thing actually is that I have English support, multilingual, and the other currency apps don't have that. So I think that was actually a big thing, because they felt, okay, this is more the international app than just purely Chinese market. So I showed them all of this and they were happy. But then comes the ICP filing. So the ICP filing is a license you need to have in order to release apps and websites in China. I know about this, but I didn't think I had to do it because my app is very limited. But they say, since I moved my backend to China, I need to do it. And since now I have historical rates, I actually need to cache those rates on my server, because the API I'm using does not provide historical rate, it only provides current rates. So I basically have to backfill my database with historical currency rates, and then cache it and build a new API to fetch that. So in order to release, you need an app license or a website, or both. So I thought I would only need an app license because I don't have a website. I only have a backend API that fetches this information. You cannot go in there and look at anything, it's just API call. So I applied for the app. It took about 3 weeks to get the correct approval. And I cannot do this myself since I'm not a Chinese citizen, so my wife actually had to do this. And she needs to fill up information, give her credentials like her Chinese ID. She needs to record a video, like reading something, and sign some papers and stuff like that. So it was a bit cumbersome. But after 3 weeks, I got the app license. So I thought, oh, it's good. We're good to go. But my API still wasn't working. It had been blocked. So I talked to Huawei support, cloud support, and after about 4 hours, they figured out that it's not enough with an app license. You need a website license too, because it has a domain name, and even though it's no website at all, it's just an API endpoint, I still needed a website license. So I applied for that. That's another 3 weeks, and here we are. When you upload your app as well, it will check if this person who is responsible for the app has a valid ICP license. It's the same with domain name. You need a certificate of the domain name that you need to upload when you're doing the ICP license, and this certification could not be done by I use one.com usually when I'm outside of China as my domain registrar, but they cannot provide a valid certificate, so I had to buy a domain name through a Chinese company, but I bought it through Huawei. So then they could provide me with the correct certificate that I needed for my ICP license. So it was a little bit cumbersome, but now it's done, it's uploaded. We actually uploaded the app and it has gone through. So it's now in the AppGallery. So I'm super excited. It was a trip, but now we are here. So I'm super happy with that. So let me give you some of my thoughts. All right, so here we are. It's on AppGallery. I will definitely do more apps, but I think I'm a bit worried about the ICP filings since it took such a long time. So I am thinking in the future I will try to figure out apps that don't need a backend, that can load everything from the app itself. Then this whole process will be much more smooth. Another thing I learned was that in the AppGallery you can upload your app either as test and release or just test. And I would suggest, if you're going to do this, use the test function first, because that will run an automatic test that takes about 12 hours or something. And once that is done, it will give you a report. And in that report, you can see if there is something failing, for example, the icon, or if there is something else. And if you only do the test, you can just check this report and see. You need to have everything green there. If not everything is green, they will deny you. But if you also added to release, they will also do a manual check, and that might take a couple of extra days. In the beginning, first couple of versions, just upload to this test version, make sure you have everything green there. Then when you're happy with that, then you should ask for feedback. That will speed up the process a lot, because then they will ask you need more features, or we're not happy with this, or whatever. But make sure to do the test version first, get it green, and once that is done, then you can ask for manual feedback from the reviewers. So a lot of people ask me, why are all your apps in Chinese? I thought you said that HarmonyOS is in English, and it is. The system, it can still be in English, but it's up to all the app developers to provide language support for the language in that market. So a lot of the apps in the AppGallery now is only in Chinese, because Chinese developers, they don't care about an English version of the app. It's pretty easy nowadays to add multilingual support. So I think if or when HarmonyOS goes global, I think a lot of those Chinese apps will add multilingual support. So that's that. It's my journey. It's a long one, but I'm very, very happy now. So now the next step is to develop some more apps, and I have some other ones in the pipeline. Thank you for coming with me on this journey. Good luck. Thank you. Bye-bye.